Ah yes, spring is once again upon us, at least over here in North America at the time of recording this video. I'd already rode my bike past a few houses where people had mowed their yards, and this is about the time of the year when, since spring is here and people are starting to mow their yards again, and today was the first time I'd smelled fresh cut grass for the year, and honestly folks, there's nothing quite like the first smell of a fresh cut yard. I tell you what. Earlier, I thought to myself the weather was pretty nice, and when I checked the weather app it said 69 degrees. So I thought I might as well go for a bike ride. Had to get the brakes readjusted, of course, but everything is all good now. Although it looks like I will need to get my bike tires aired up at some point soon. Speaking of tires, I'll actually need to get new tires for my car before too long. At least that's what the dealership told me, because I still go to the car dealership and get service done to my car sometimes. And they were all like, yo, you're gonna need new tires before too long, Fromark. And so I've been saving back money to try to get new tires, and I'm also continuing to save back money because it's like the #1 priority of 2022 for me, to become more financially stable. Although I'm also trying to take better care of my physical and mental health these days. I've been working out at the gym for almost a year now. I've been off the cigarettes for almost a year now. And I'm out on the bike doing this right now, so I feel pretty good, honestly. I feel like I'm starting to get to where I feel pretty good about like just day-to-day life. Like I don't feel tired, I don't feel exhausted, I've got plenty of energy. Although my eating habits still, I will admit my eating habits still suck, folks, because that's the reason I can't lose any weight. And that's been a pretty big goal of mine for years, is to just lose some of this extra weight and to just be in overall 100% shape. Because I've always kind of thought, well, if you ain't got good health, you ain't really got much, do you? But yeah, I'm trying to take pretty good care of myself these days. I spent most of 2021 getting reestablished with a doctor's office, and it's always good to have a regular care physician, although it is kind of expensive in this day and age, and the healthcare system's a joke. But yeah, I've been up to all kinds of cool things recently. I bought a Sega Genesis system, you know, like the old school Sega. Yeah, I bought me one of those. I bought the Sega Genesis 32X, which was like a system that you could add to the Sega Genesis, and yeah, I got a few games for that now, including a super rare game called Knuckles Chaotix, and I've kind of been working on my Sonic collection because I've always been a Sonic fan. I mean, some people may think that's cringy, but I'm not really one of the cringy Sonic fans. I will admit, the fan base can be pretty toxic, but I think every fan base out there is like that. Speaking of Sonic, at the time of recording this, yesterday I went to see the second Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I went and seen the first one twice when it was in theaters. I thought it was pretty good. I thought the second one was pretty good too. I think it was pretty well done. It was a pretty good Sonic movie. I mean, there's a lot of people who are kind of mixed on it, but hey, that's just how it is with anything. Now, as far as new music is concerned, if you haven't listened to the Electric Moses EP that I put out earlier this year, go check that out. I was very happy with how that turned out, and maybe somebody out there will like that as well. But yeah, I'm hoping to get the Electric Moses EP over on Spotify soon. Still need to do that, but I will do that. Maybe I'll have that done by the summertime. I also want to try to get another single recorded and out there before too long. I don't have anything recorded yet. I don't really have anything written. I wrote a bunch of stuff, but then I scrapped it because none of it wasn't really usable going forward. But I'll write something, I'll record something, and I will hopefully have something out either this summer or by the end of the year. I hope all of you out there are staying safe and doing well, and I just wanted to check in and let you know how I was doing, let you know what's going on going forward. I wanted to point out that in my last episode of Fromark Talks, I mentioned that I got attacked by a cat, and that's actually healed up pretty good, although I'm still dealing with some weird pains here and there in my hand, but yeah, he messed me up pretty good. I recently overcame a bout of food poisoning, or maybe it was a stomach bug that was going around. Either way, it was the sickest I've ever been in my entire life, folks. It was horrible. I'm not gonna go into graphic detail, but I'm just gonna say it was horrible, and I'm glad I didn't die from it. I hate to bring this one up, folks, because this one's sad and it's a tough loss, but the day of recording this, the actor and comedian Gilbert Gottfried passed away, and his voice is pretty recognizable. Everybody knows it. He was the OG Aflac Duck. He was the parrot from the Disney Aladdin movies, and he was that one bird that solved math problems in that PBS cartoon I used to watch as a kid. But yeah, it sucks. So far in 2022, we've lost a lot of greats this year. Gilbert Gottfried, Bob Saget, Meatloaf, and countless others that I forgot to mention or can't think of at the moment. But yeah, rip to all of them. Now that the weather's starting to warm up this time of year, everything's starting to get kind of nice back out here again. Everything's coming back to life. I'll definitely be out on the bike more. Definitely don't want to waste the opportunity to get a few miles in a couple of days a week. Anyways, folks, I thank you all for tuning in, and this is Fromark of Fromark Industries signing off as always, and I hope you all stay safe.